You're not gonna see this resolution too many more years, huh?
In a different form, maybe.
So before we make this motion, can I ask a question if you two gentlemen with the police just give an explanation as to what the cost of sludge hauling has progressed in the past 5 years, where it's projected to go in the next 4 to 5 to 10 years, and also as far as landfills accepting sludge, what direction, in your professional opinion and knowledge, what direction is that going?
Yes, obviously this factor, the sludge hauling, was the driving factor for us for the water resource recovery version of this upgrade that we're going through,
Right.
versus the asset renewal part. And as you touched on, the last 5 years have gone from $65 a wet ton to $130 in 5 years. That's double in cost. And we do not see that going down anytime soon. Landfills are closing, so it's supply and demand. And even DEC and regulatory agencies are starting to ramp down what they want in landfills in the version of municipal sludge. So this contract, we're looking to do a 2-year contract with 2 1-year renewals. But we're adding into this contract, which we haven't had before, is we're actually with 2 prices, because probably in the middle of this 2-year contract is when we'll have our dryer up and running.
Yeah.
So we're looking for the current price for our, what we consider 30% solids, which means it's 70% water, which adds a lot of weight to hauling. This new project will be producing a 90% solid, it's only 10% water. So the reduction right there in hauling costs would be large. We're looking to even give it away, so it may not be a hauling cost at all. But also what we have in here, or we're putting in here, is we don't have before, is an out. We want to be able to get out of this contract.
Right.
And we didn't have that before. We've already talked to the current one who has it, and they see that language and others. So we're looking to put in there that we give them 90-day notice, we can cease the contract, because this product will become viable, and it may go a whole different route, so not even to landfill.
What did we spend last year on hauling approximately?
About 400,000.
Yeah, I think we will put north of 400,000.
Well, I'll give you guys credit for your foresight with the drying facility that we would be having as far as reducing our expenses significantly when it comes to hauling. And I think I recall, would we be able to accept other sludge from other facilities and dry it in our facility for a
We were looking at that, utilizing maybe some excess capacity in the dryer, but once we got into the regulations with DEC that's ramping down for the forever chemicals, PFAS and PFOs, and we took the initiative to our own sampling, and we saw that we're below all thresholds that they're putting out there, and we said, you know what, we don't want to bring in someone else's problem and affect our byproduct and our Class A fertilizer. So what we did was, in the savings of that, we increased the size of the digester a bit, which will help us bring in outside liquid waste and high shrink waste, which will increase revenue and not really affect our Class A biocide.
Thank you. So
Great questions, great comments, John. I was writing as fast as you were answering, Rick, but I missed something. The dryer, once it's installed in that process, will take a current 70% water, or was it?
Yes.
70% of the sludge that is taken away that costs $130 a ton or whatever is still water.
yeah.
Pound water.
And this new drying mechanism, whatever, will get that down to 10%.
Yes.
And we may not even have to ship it away, because in other communities that have this, it's fertilizer.
But that would be the end goal. To not have to go to a landfill at all. Return it back to the earth.
What is that fertilizer used for?
There's nitrogen, phosphorus found in there for, it could be for turf farms, crops, soil amendments. And you think the timing is perfect with Fairlife coming, and it can help, fertilize the farmers around in the agriculture.
Okay. Jenny, any comments or questions on this one? Okay. make a motion to solicit bids for sludge hauling to be advertised in the March 27th, 2024 edition of the Webster Herald.
Second.
Supervisor Flaherty?
Aye.
Councilman Cahill?
Aye.
Councilwoman Wynn? Aye. Councilwoman Lloyd? Aye.
And I don't mean, I take it there's a lot of other places that you advertise than the Webster Herald.
Well, to your point, Supervisor, we reached out and will reach out with Dolly to 5 different companies.
Thank you, that's all.
Last year we did, we had well, last time we did this contract, we had one response.
It's a bit of a rhetorical question. I mean, I love the Webster Herald, but
Yep.
I don't know if the companies that have been on this stuff are subscribers to the Webster
Fair
Herald.
enough.
Legally,
We have to.
we have to put it in the newspaper that we have the organizer, so. Anyway.